Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the Sony zv1 and if it can tape an S-Log. Let's go ahead, check that footage out now.
Oh, it's time for Christmas. Oh, it's time for us. Oh, it's time for Christmas. Don't you know?
Really?
Oh, it's time for Christmas. Oh, it's time for us. Oh, it's time for Christmas. Don't you know?
This is really going to test the zv1's weatherproofing.
Oh, it's time for Christmas. Oh, it's time for us. Oh, it's time for Christmas. Don't you know? Oh, it's time for Christmas. Oh, it's time for us. Oh, it's time for Christmas. Don't you know?
So we're using Sony zv1 here to tape this montage of me putting up the final stages of my Christmas lights. Here's the deal, guys. If you're going to be exposing an S-Log2, you want to make sure that you overexpose by about 1.3, 1.7 stops. That's going to give you a lot of room in post. So right now, I'm filming with the zv1. I don't have the ND filter on, but I have it at f2.8, and I have the shutter at the 1/50, but I have the ISO at 1000. That's the minimum ISO that you can use for S-Log2.
Oh, it's time for Christmas. Oh, it's time for us. Oh, it's time for Christmas.
Now sometimes with the Sony zv1 you might have to crank up that shutter speed, and that might just help with the exposure to get it to the right spot. Most importantly, it's important to get yourself exposed properly. This entire episode was shot on the Sony zv1, except for the opening dialogue when I said that we're going to test out the Sony zv1 S-Log2 capabilities. This is a tiny sensor, so if you're going to use this camera for vlogging, you may not want to use S-Log2 in really dark places. You're probably going to want to use normal picture profiles.
Oh, it's time for Christmas. Oh, it's time for us. Oh, it's the baby.
Now, when you're shooting on a vlog set, do you really want to have to worry about a whole bunch of different exposure settings? I don't think so. Now the real question is can this baby handle low light in S-Log2? And right now, I don't know if it can. Right now we're shooting at 6400 and the thing is blinking, so I bet you there's a lot of noise, a lot of grain in this footage. We're still shooting in S-Log2. How does the image quality look? I mean, you're gonna do a lot better once you get a little bit of light onto the situation, and that's what we're doing right here. So, got a little bit more light, I seem a little bit more better exposed, and right now we're only at 1000 ISO. I mean, even if you're out here and you're doing some nighttime vlogging, is this camera gonna work well at S-Log2? I don't know, it might, but it may not. And the reason why is just because it needs to capture a lot of light. Now, I am shooting in the auto white balance setting, and you can tell that it does a pretty good job when you're changing from auto white balance in S-Log2, but you can always fix that in post as well.
Oh, it's time for Christmas. Oh, it's time for us. Oh, it's time for Christmas. Don't you know? Oh, it's time for Christmas. Oh, it's time for us. Oh, it's time for Christmas. Don't you know?
So there you have it, the Sony zv1 in S-Log2. Is it a picture profile that's usable? It is, but you need a lot of light. So if you like this video, I'm sure you're gonna like the video on the screen now about another camera for the Sony E-mount system. If you have any questions, comments, leave those down below. But before you leave, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell. Thanks for watching and hanging out.